And namaste, good morning or good day, whatever time of the day it is that you are doing this, whether you're with me live or you're doing it later. Please always remember, golden rule of yoga, that everything you do needs to feel good. Don't worry about looking good. So this little short flow, it's going to waken everything up, stretch, strengthen everything, with a particular focus in the side body, in the thoracic spinal area and in between your ribs. We're going to really try and get this part of the body moving. Let's come up to standing then. Come towards the top of your mat if that feels good, or if you want to turn to look at your screen if that's easier, please feel free to do so. So just bring your feet parallel. They're about hip width apart. So the middle of your feet are in line with the middle of your hips. Just gently rock forwards and backwards a couple of times. So you're lifting your toes, lifting your heels. Just start to awaken that connection with your legs, with the floor beneath you. Nice, and then slowing that rocking down, make sure you've got even weight on your toes and on your heels. And as you push your feet down, lift the crown of your head up towards the sky. Draw your lower ribs in, so you're engaging through your abdominal muscles. Relax your shoulders and bring your hands together in front of your heart to namaste. Close your eyes. And through your nose, take a nice, long, deep, energizing breath in. And as you slowly breathe out, gently bow your head, look down. Look inside and ask yourself, how do you feel? Notice how your physical body is, your muscles, your joints, which parts feel good, which parts maybe don't feel so good. And as you try and focus on your physical body in this moment, notice how your mind is. Is it easy to focus or is it distracted? So remember how you feel in this moment. Breathe in and gently lift your head up and blink your eyes open. And then take your hands a little bit away in front from your chest, interlace your fingers, and let's just make a bit of a wave shape with our hands. So you're lifting up our wrist, the knuckles, and then the opposite wrist, just to start warming up the hands, the wrists, the forearms. Let's warm the brain by changing the direction of that wave. Oh, I've got some nice popping and cracking going on. Lovely, and then from here, gently push your palms out in front of you. You want to make sure that your thumbs are touching. And as you push your palms forwards, try and keep your shoulders relaxed. And then inhale and sweep your arms up towards the sky. You're aiming for the palms to face up to the sky. Hopefully you've got more roof space than I do. Squeeze your upper arms towards each other without hunching the shoulders. And again, lightly draw your lower ribs in, so you're engaging your abdominal muscles. Take a deep breath in when you're ready. And when you exhale, side bend carefully over to the right. Try not to twist. Keep everything facing forwards and the arms straight. Inhale, use those muscles you stretch to come up. Exhale, carefully come over to the left. Try and keep the arms straight. Lovely. Inhale through your nose center. One more time. Exhale, slowly, carefully over to the right, opening left side. Inhale through the center. Ooh, exhale, soften the face if it feels good. Inhale up to the middle. Lovely. Now exhale, take your hands down. Give them a nice shake off. And then bring your hands behind your back. So try and see if you can bring the other little finger to the bottom and the other thumb to the top. It might feel a bit strange. And then from here, gently squeezing your shoulder blades together. You're going to take both of your hands over towards your right hip and then squeeze your right elbow towards the left. Standing up nice and tall, take your right ear towards your right shoulder. So you're getting a great stretch down the side of the neck and into your shoulder. Lovely. Head to the center. Hands to the center. Hands to the left hip. Squeeze the left elbow over towards the right. And then gently take your left ear towards the right. Nice. Slowly relaxing the side of the head. Beautiful. And then bringing your head up to the center. Hands to the center. Give your arms a good shake off. Lovely. From here, take your hands onto the front of your legs. Bring your chin to your chest. And let's just rounding through the spine. Slowly come all the way down. I'd like you to keep a soft bend through your knees. When you come as far as you think is enough for you, there's still that little bend in the knees staying hip width apart. Think cat and cow pose for your spine. So pushing your hands into your legs, can you bring your chest forwards and bring your spine into what's effectively a cow pose? You should really feel the middle of your back strong. Nice, and then allow yourself to round again, allow the head to hang. One more time, inhale, pushing into your lower legs, lift up, lift forwards, keep the knees bent, toes relaxed, don't force the neck. And then exhale around the spine, gently looking down. From here, slowly straighten your legs and bring yourself up to standing. Your head will come up last. Take your arms on the sides and all the way up towards the sky. Nice. Now looking forwards, this time, keep your legs straight initially. Exit with a nice long straight back, start to bring yourself forwards. If it feels too much on your legs, bend the knees to keep the straight back all the way down. As I said, if you've got blocks and they help you, bring them underneath your hands. Or if you can't quite touch the floor, just bend the knees. Relaxing your neck, you get the top of your head looking down towards the floor. This is Uttanasana, your standing forward bend. Bring your hands back onto your lower leg, look forwards, inhale, and again, really lengthen the spine. So you're feeling that nice strength in the middle of your back. Exhale, release yourself back down again, and this time deeply bend your knees, and you're going to send your right foot all the way to the back and place your knee down. Just make sure that your knee and your foot, they're hip width apart. So they're not on the same line. They're nice and stable and strong for you. With your hands on the floor or maybe on your blocks, directly under your shoulders, sink the hips down, pull the chest forwards, and just check that your knee and your heel are still on the same line. Lovely. Now from here, keep this nice stretch through your hips. Look forwards, inhale, lift your chest, and gently lift your arms. Nice. And then exhale, bend your elbows. Elbows move out to the sides. Bring your hands and interlace them behind the back of your head. And then gently push your head into your hands. Keep sinking those hips down, lifting up through your chest. Get that wonderful stretch deep within your hips, but also in the sides of your ribs, in your armpits, maybe in your neck. Make sure you can still breathe. Wonderful. Then very gently releasing that pressure from your head, reach your hands out to the sides and bring your left hand and place it onto the left hip and reach your right arm all the way up. Keep that knee stable on the front and then exhale gently side bend. So you're sliding bending over to the same side of the foot that's in front. Inhale through the center. Exhale, gently side bend. Yes. Inhale, center. One more time. Exhale. And inhale, lovely. Now taking your hand back towards your hip, start to tip yourself forwards and place your hands down. Hands are shoulder width apart. Let's tuck the back right toe under and lift the knee up. Pull the belly button up in, and you want to make the stomach muscles strong so that there's space for the left foot to go back. Nice high plank. What do you think, Bumpy? Are you going to make this difficult for me? I thought you would. Hands and shoulders, same line. Push the heels back. Pull the crown of your head forwards. From here, place your knees down behind your hips. And then push the hips back. Say hello to the cat. Bend your elbows. Really arch your spine. Again, like that cow pose. And bring chest and chin down towards the floor for a caterpillar. From caterpillar into cobra. Bring your hips down and your feet flat. And then inhale, gently lift your chest up without straining through your neck. And make sure your hands are light on the floor. From cobra to downward dog, we're going to tuck the toes, pushing into your hands, lift the chest and the hips. As you send the hips back, the knees will lift. Walk your feet in, maybe a little step if that feels more comfortable for you, relaxing your neck. Nice long straight arms. Right leg, inhale, lift it up high behind you. Bend your knee, look to your hands, and as you exhale, pull the knee forwards and release the foot down. So if it didn't quite make it all the way to the top, as you place the left knee down, you can help walk that right foot forwards. Again, make sure that your front right foot and your back left knee, they're hip width apart, so they're not on the same wobbly line as each other. Beautiful. Again, sink your hips down, pull your chest forwards. From here, inhale, lifting up through the chest, sweep the arms all the way up towards the sky. Keep sinking those hips down. And again, bend the elbows. Take your hands behind the back of your head and gently push the back of your head into your hands. Remember, it's about feeling good, not looking good. So just listen to your body. Just go as far as it still feels good for you. Maybe if it is feeling good, smile. Beautiful. Now from here, gently releasing the pressure from your head, take your arms out to your side. So the right knee's in front, right hand onto right hip, lift the left arm up. Remember, keep that knee stabilized as 3 times we exhale over to the side. Inhale through the nose to the center. Exhale, use the breath. Inhale, really trying to get more movement in the side body, in the thoracic spine. Lovely. And after your third one, you're taking your hand back down onto your hip, tipping your body forwards and releasing the hands down. If you need some help when you've got them, use the blocks under your hands. Tuck your toe, lift your knee, bend the knee, push back into that foot, and maybe it's a couple of steps or maybe one step all the way to the top of your mat. Feet parallel, hip width apart, and the top of your head is looking down towards the floor. From Uttanasana back up to standing. So as you look forwards, pull your spine long. Keeping the back straight. If you need to, please bend the knees. Inhale all the way up to the sky, hands together. Exhale down in front of your heart. Nice. Now this time we'll lead with the left leg and do it slightly differently. Arms by the sides. Inhale, sweep them up, look up. Exhale, pull your back nice and long as you reach forwards. Remember, bend the knees if you need to protect your back all the way down. Relax your neck, top of the head looks down. Uttanasana, hands to lower legs. Inhale, lift up. Ardha Uttanasana, halfway. Try and keep your hips and heels on the same line. When you exhale, release yourself back down. Gently, carefully bending your knees. You're going to send the left foot back first this time and place the knee down. I want to give you the option. We're going to do some different variations. If you think that it's going to make it easier keeping your back knee and foot down, do so. Or if you want more of a challenge, with your left knee off the floor, push into your feet, right heel and knee same line, slowly, carefully sweep forwards and up towards the sky. Again, make sure that your feet are hip width apart. This is going to help you. Sinking your hips down towards the floor, you're going to take a hold of your left wrist. The left foot's back, hold the left wrist. I'm obviously mirroring. Exhale, gently side bend over to the right. Keep that front right knee stabilized in line with your knee. Nice. Inhale, center. Exhale, slowly come over. Don't force it. Lovely. Inhale to the center. One more time. Exhale, gently come across. Beautiful. Inhale to the center, letting go of your wrist. Reach your arms out to the sides. Rotate the shoulder joints inwards so the palms face back behind you. Reach them back and interlace your fingers. Gently pull your hands down your back. Lift your chest up. Take a deep breath in when you're ready. And exhale, slowly tip yourself forwards, reaching the arms back behind you. As your chest and head come forwards, the arms should reach up. But of course, as always, don't force it. If it feels better now to lower your knee or maybe to lift the knee, give it a little try, whatever feels good for you. Try not to grip with your toes. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release the hands towards the lower back and then down towards the floor. If your back knee is off the floor, lift it up now so that we can step back again into high plank. Hands and shoulders same line. Push the heels back, pull the crown of the head forwards. Inhale. Exhale, lower the knees. Arch the back, cow pose through the spine. And then slowly bring chest and chin down towards the floor. Lovely. Really push the tailbone up. And then releasing the pubic bone down to the floor and the feet flat. Inhale, lift yourself up into a cobra. Make sure that there's no pressure on the back of your neck. Lightness in your hands. Cobra to down dog. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the hips. Send the hips back, and then the knees can easily lift, protecting the back. Gently walk your feet in a little step if it feels good. And again, lengthen through your spine. Keeping the arms straight. So this time, left leg. Inhale, lift it up high behind you and bend the knee. Look to your hands. Exhale, pull the knee as far forward as you can. Plank pose with your arms and then release the foot down. So again, if it didn't quite make it to the top, give it a helping hand so that your left heel and knee, they're on the same line as each other. And remember again, your knee and your foot, they're hip width apart. If you like, stay with the back knee on the floor or tucking the toe under, lift it up. Looking forwards, pushing into your feet, lift your whole body all the way up. Nice. Left leg's in front. So we're going to hold on to the right wrist. You're going to gently pull on. The idea is that you're stretching through this hip flexor a bit deeper. Keep the front heel and knee on the same line and exhale, come into that side bend. So you're bending to the same side as your front knee. Inhale to the center. 2 more times, slow and controlled. Really feel that nice stretch all the way down the side body and into your hip. Inhale. Oh, one last time. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Now releasing your arms out to the sides. Rotate the shoulder joints inwards. As you interlace your fingers, maybe you can again take that different interlace with the different pinky on the bottom. And as you pull your hands back behind you, lift up to your chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly start to come forwards into that humble variation. As your chest comes down, lift your arms up. If the back knee's off the floor, try and keep the legs straight. Keep all 10 toes facing the top of your mat. Relax your neck. Breathe deep in and out through your nose. Strong, powerful stretch. When you're ready, you're going to release your hands down to your lower back and then to the floor. If the back knee's on the floor, lift it up. And let's bend that back knee, push into the ball of a foot. And whether it's a couple of steps or one big step to the top of your mat. Feet parallel, hip width apart, top of your head's looking down. Uttanasana. From here, looking forwards, lengthening through your spine. Remember, we want a straight back, so if you need to, please bend your knees. Inhale all the way up. Hands together, exhale, come down. Lovely. We're going to do one more standing pose. We're going to turn sideways on the mat. So turn whichever direction feels good for you to still see what's going on. With your hands on your hips. Ideally, we're going to work with the right foot first, but if you like, turn the foot that's closest to your screen out. So whichever foot that might be, you want to turn in the direction of your camera so you can see. As you turn the foot out, make sure that the kneecap and the toes are facing in the same direction. Keep that action as you then try and turn your shoulders, your rib cage inwards, but don't let that front knee twist in. So your knee and your toes are still facing the top of your mat. Beautiful. From here, reach your arms out nice and wide. Soften the shoulders. Gently draw the lower ribs in. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, look to that front leading finger in the direction of the toes you turned out and slowly, carefully bring yourself over and down. You don't want your hand on your knee, so it's either above or below the knee. And when you come into triangle pose, you want to make sure that your body and your legs are on the same line. So push your hips forwards, lengthen through your spine. Don't worry about coming down so far. Instead, feel that wonderful stretch on the upper side of your body. And we're going to increase that stretch. Can you gently take that arm all the way over the top of your head? Try and keep the arm straight. The head's in line with your spine. Your throat, your jaw, your forehead, they're relaxed. Push your hips in, reach your fingers and take 2 breaths here. Utthita Trikonasana, your extended triangle with an extra bonus side stretch. Wonderful. Taking your hand back onto your hips, you're going to use the muscle above the hip bone, use the obliques. Inhale, slowly lift yourself up. Oh yeah. Turn your toes in and then turn the other foot out. So again, remember, it's coming from the hip and outward rotation. So your kneecap and your toes, they're facing in the same direction. As you try and turn your shoulders and your rib cage in the direction of your back foot. Reach your arms out wide and soften your shoulders. Draw the lower ribs in. So you're protecting your lower back by engaging your abdominal muscles. Looking to your leading finger, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, reach over and gently bring yourself down. You don't need to come all the way down. Remember, try and keep it all in the same line. If you're tipping forwards, you'll get a bit of a stretch on the inner leg, but you're going to miss this wonderful stretch in the side of your abdomen and the side body. We're really trying to extend through the spine. With your head staying in line with the spine, neck relaxed. Inhale, reach the fingers up. And exhale, if it feels good, take the arm all the way over your head again. If for some reason this doesn't feel good, you can just reach your arm straight up. Keep pushing the hips forwards, lengthening through the side body. Let's take 2 deep breaths. Notice, is it easier or more challenging for this side of your body? Or maybe your legs feel a difference. Nice. Now bringing your hand back onto your hips. So feeling those oblique muscles above your hips. Slowly with control, lift yourself up. Turn your toes in. So all 10 toes face the same direction. Bend the knees softly without them collapsing in. And either jump or step your feet in and give yourself a little shake off. Lovely. Bring yourself back up towards the top of your mat. And with your hands on your hips, exhale and really pull your spine long. Pause when you get halfway towards the floor, when your body is even towards the floor. Relax your neck. Make sure that there's even weight on your toes and on your heels and that your quads, your thighs are working. So if this still feels good for your legs, maybe keep a straight legs, or if you need to, bend the knees as you bring yourself all the way back down one more time into Uttanasana, your standing forward bend. Let's just take a couple of deep breaths here. Nice opening in the back of the legs, lengthening through your spine. And it's an inversion. Your head's below your heart. This is really good for stimulating the blood flow, energy flow, lymphatic flow through your body. And then deeply bending your knees. Let's take our hands down, shoulder width apart. And it's up to you. Step one foot in the other, or lightly jump your feet back into high plank. Keep your abdominal muscles engaged to protect through the back. From here, bring your knees gently down to the floor, and then bring it so that your knees and your hips are on the same line, and your hands and your shoulders are on the same line. We're going to go for a little twisted puppy pose. So from here, look to the right, and inhale, gently lift your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, bending your elbow, thread the right hand underneath the left, look to the side, and then again, inhale, twist and lift it up. We're going to do this a couple of times, and then we'll put the shoulder down. So exhale, twist under, trying to get movement into that thoracic spine, inhale up. Nice, and on this third one, you're going to bring the shoulder down. So exhale, twist, you're bringing your right shoulder down towards the floor, the right side of your head. Really try and make sure that your hips and your knees are on the same line. So you've not gone too far forwards. Likewise, you've not ended up kind of in a child's pose. Make sure that they're on the same line. And you can adjust the position of your left hand to give you more of a twist, to help you come more onto the side of your shoulder and the side of your head, or maybe even towards the back of your head. You should feel a wonderful stretch in between your ribs, that area that I was aiming to work on for this little class. So let's take 2 more nice deep breaths. And then pushing into your left hand, you're going to inhale and gently sweep one last time your right arm all the way up to the sky. Exhale, lower it down. Same on the other side. So 2, and then the last one, you bring the shoulder down. Left arm, inhale, twist, lift it up. Exhale, thread it underneath. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, underneath. Inhale up. This for me feels really good first thing in the morning. Exhale. As you reach underneath, try to reach further. Bring the left side of your shoulder, the left side of your head down towards the floor. Again, really make sure that the hips and the knees are on the same line, and use that right hand. Adjust yourself. See if you can deepen the twist. Try and make sure that your head's not tipping back. Likewise, it's not tipping forwards. The head's in line with the spine. Feel in between your ribs. Feel your spine. Let's give ourselves 2 more deep breaths here. Super. And then pushing gently down into your right hand. One last time. Inhale. Reach the left arm all the way up to the sky. Exhale. Take the hand down. Walk your hands back towards your knees, and then send your hips back and your legs forwards. Give them a good old shake off. We're just going to finish with a twist and a stretch. So keeping your right leg straight, bend your left knee so the sole of the foot's on the floor. Hug the knee and use that to really lengthen your spine. If you find that you've got a lot of tension and the pelvis tilts backwards, and you've got one, please sit on top of a blanket. This is going to help you to lengthen through your spine. And if it feels good, take now your left foot to the outside of your right leg. If the sitting bone is lifting up, either use the blanket or just keep your foot on the inside of your leg. So hugging the knee, lengthen through your spine, and then take the left hand round behind you. Left knee's the bent one, so take the left hand back. Try not to lean back into it. Ideally, you're keeping your head and your hips on the same line. So be light on this hand and really lengthen through your spine. Use the opposite hand on the opposite leg to pull and deepen the twist. Soften the shoulders. And if it feels good without collapsing, maybe try bringing your elbow to the outside of the knee. Keep your right toes gently pointing up towards the sky. Give yourself 2 deep breaths. Lovely. And then exhale, come through to the front. Bring your left foot back to the inside of your leg and release the knee out to the side. So the hip turns out, sole of the foot comes to your inner thigh. Ideally, this knee is relaxing on the floor. If it doesn't make it and you've got a block, maybe use it to help relax the hip. Flexing through your right foot. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, carefully bring yourself forwards. You want to keep the spine straight. Avoid the temptation of rounding and hunching to grab a hold of your toes. Forget about your toes. Maybe take your hands on the floor and use that to pull your spine nice and long and straight. You want to make sure that your shoulders, they're even towards the floor. There's no twisting happening in pursuit of trying to grab that toe. Really lengthen through your spine. Squeeze your abdominal muscles, and this will help to bring you a bit closer. And again, the head is in line with the spine. This is Janu Sirsasana. Let's give ourselves a couple more deep breaths here. Wonderful. Gently bring your hands to the floor if they're not there already, and just walk your hands up towards your hip. Help your left leg straight, and then bend the right. As you bend the knee, again, hug it in. So use this as a way of purchasing and really trying to lengthen through your spine. Because it's the right knee that's bent. If that feels good, you're going to take that right foot to the outside of the left leg or keep it on the inside. So remember, you want the hips even. Holding on with the opposite left hand, sweep the right hand round behind you. So the same knee that's bent, same hands comes round behind. Use the opposite hand on your leg. Use that as a purchase point to deepen the twist. And remember, you're trying to keep your pelvis and your head on the same line. So the spine is twisting on the same axis rather than leaning back in a back bend. Nice. Soften your throat. And again, if it feels good, maybe hook your elbow around the outside of the knee. That might increase the stretch on the outer hip. Let's take 2 deep breaths. This is a variation of Ardha Matsyendrasana, your half Lord of the Fish. Feel between your ribs. Feel that nice thoracic spine area stretching. And then gently on your exhalation, release through to the front and bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the straight left leg. Flexing through your left foot. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Our final little stretch. Exhale, reach yourself forwards. Again, really try and keep the back straight. Don't worry about touching your toes. That's that idea again of looking good coming in. I must be able to touch my toes. We don't need to. But we want to feel good through our spine, through our legs. So try and keep the back nice and straight. This is going to help you open up the back of the leg. Shoulders again, even towards the floor. Head in line with your spine. Take a couple of deep breaths. Noticing if it's different on this side. Not just on your straight leg, but also on the bent leg. Wonderful. And if your hands are on your foot or your leg, gently take them to the floor and walking your hands up towards your hips, pushing yourself up. Gently lean back and straighten your right leg. Give it a good shake off. Lovely. Now from here, bring your elbows one at a time down onto the floor. And then bring your upper back, your head down towards the floor. Your knees are still bent. I'd like you to open your arms out to the side, so you're opening your chest, and then bend your elbows and bring your hands to rest on your lower ribs and your lower belly. So they're just resting one on top of the other, but try and keep the elbows relaxed on the floor. Close your eyes. And if you've got no problems in your back and it feels good to straighten your legs one at a time, just straighten the legs and make sure that your feet, they are slightly wider than your hips. So the feet can just naturally turn outwards. If this doesn't feel good on your back, keep the knees bent. We're going to do a really short mini relaxation here. So whether you're in Shavasana with the legs straight or the knees bent, bring your awareness to your breath. Take a nice, long, slow, deep breath in and feel your body softening and expanding with that inhalation. And as you exhale, gently feel the muscles slowly contracting under your hands to gently push the breath out. 2 more times. Inhale, long, slow, deep. Exhale, long, slow, deep. So when you're inhaling, the abdomen and the chest are soft. When you exhale, they contract. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. And breathing normally. If it feels good to keep your hands here, feel free to keep them here. Or if you like, rest them by your sides. Just for 1 minute, we're going to stay here peaceful. So really try and relax everything in the physical body. For just a minute, see if you can stay here, not only in your physical body, but also in your mind. Stay focused on breathing, on relaxing. Keeping your eyes closed, keeping yourself relaxed here in Shavasana, in both your body and your mind. Take a nice deep breath in, and again, feel your body expanding on that inhalation. And this time, as you exhale, say to yourself, I feel energized in my body and in my mind. And then use that energy to gently start to waken yourself up. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, move your arms, your legs. Maybe give yourself a little stretch. And if you haven't already, bend your knees one at a time and gently roll over to one side and use that momentum to effortlessly bring yourself to a cross-legged seated position. Bring your hands together in front of your heart to namaste and bow your head, so that we can remind ourselves of how we felt right at the beginning. How was your physical body? What areas felt good and which areas didn't? And has anything changed? And likewise, how did your mind feel at the beginning? How easy was it to focus? How about now? Has anything changed? Whatever differences you feel, however big or small, give yourself thanks for putting in the effort, for finding and making the time for yourself, for your yoga practice, hopefully feeling more stretched, more energized in body and in mind. Breathing in, gently lifting up your heads, opening your eyes. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed that, please message me. I have got lots of recorded, saved online classes, and I'm still regularly doing online live classes each week, something different every week. So please message me, come and join us. Next week, we're doing a whole week. I've got an online yoga retreat all about the chakras. So if you like, message me for more details. Come and join us. Let's keep ourselves, each other, motivated, healthy, positive, and happy. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, everyone.